Now, I know a lot of people are really passionate about Double Dragon because they've got lots of precious childhood memories. I don't. I never played it back in the day, so for me it's a brand new experience, and that's how I'll be judging it. Right, so you're the dude whose girlfriend just got beaten up, and beating up people isn't right, so you're gonna go beat up some people. Whatever. The graphics are actually pretty good for the era. It's still playable, but to be honest, I can't see why anyone would actually want to. There have been about 20,000 other beat-em-ups released since this one, and most of them are much better. I mean, let's be honest, this is just an archaic and shallow version of Final Fight, which has better graphics and more depth of gameplay. Sorry, Double Dragon lovers, it's just not that good. Fall. Second up is RAD RACER, which I used to play quite a bit. I was actually ready to turn it off after about a minute of playing it, but then something strange happened. It started to suck me in again. So yeah, it's just a racing game. Although there's other cars on the road though, the only thing you're playing against is the time. You have to reach the checkpoint before your time runs out or it's game over. The graphics were actually pretty clever when it was released. It gave a real sense of the third dimension. Speaking of which, the game came with 3D glasses, and by just hitting select... Ah, my eyes! I can't see! Yeah, the 3D really didn't work that well. Good on them for being ahead of their time though. This game almost fell, but I'm going to say it sits. You know the weirdest thing about this game though? It was designed by Hironobu Sakaguchi, and the music was by Nobuo Uematsu. That's right, this game is otherwise known as Final Fantasy Zero. The next game begins one of my favourite series ever, Metroid. Oh, I can remember playing this game so much, drawing maps, trying to discover all of its secrets. But is it still as good today as it was back then? In a word, no. Oh, it's not terrible, it's just been well and truly bested by its sequels, and coming back to the original just feels awkward and clumsy. When you know what you're doing, the game can be finished in a couple of hours, which is a good thing, because I must have finished this game about 4 or 5 times now. If someone really wanted to play through Samus's first story, I'd recommend they play the Game Boy remake instead. It takes the original game and makes it much more playable. I'm going to say that Metroid sits. It's still a classic, but it's really showing its age. Next week, the Legend of Zelda series continues with the adventure of Link. Peace out.